Chris Ellis.
This isn't a natural room to clap a Tony Benn quote, but you can't disagree with that. He said a lot of insightful things which apply today. By the way, if anyone has any milkshakes they want to throw, now's the time. Otherwise, we'll just crack on. The headlines today illustrated, I think, our treatment, which we can take, that we've had over the last several weeks. A name check at the top of the Times, Labour this, Tories that, populist surge, not Brexit party, populist, not popular surge. We're always ists, we're racists, we're fascists, we're populists, but we don't trade insults with Remainers. If we did, we might call them federalists, elitists, aromatherapists, probably, most of them. But since they're not here, I really had two things I wanted to say. There have been some fabulous speakers, and I'm a competitive guy, and I know when I'm beaten, so I'm not going to, so I left my big speech behind, but the two things I really wanted to say was, in particular, I'm from Hampshire, and most of my campaigning has been in different parts of Hampshire and further north too. But we have the most amazing group of volunteers in Hampshire, from teenagers who turn up again and again and again, to people even as old as me. And so I just want a quick, big thank you to all the Hampshire organisers in particular. You've been fantastic. Thank you very much. We had an interesting time in Winchester yesterday. I have to admit, I live very near Winchester, and I was avoiding it because I knew what a Remainer city it was, and the Lib Dems have just got in, and it's kind of home turf, and I was feeling a bit chicken, but we decided we've got to do it. So we did it on Saturday, and we got all the sort of hissing from Remainers as they went past. There was a Morris dancing competition going on just 10 yards from our stall, and where the Remainers had set up on a monument that belongs to the council, and the council had told me specifically, you can't use that, but you can go somewhere else on High Street. And we turned up, and there were Remainers plastered all over the Buttercross. So they were drowned out by the Morris dancers. But the hissing and the sort of furtively spraying us with lavender oil and all the sort of nasty things. But it was very cheering to see, and also slightly disheartening, Leavers who did come by and wanted to signal their support. A lot of them didn't really want to sort of plaster themselves with badges and take leaflets, but they'd sort of say, oh, we've already voted, we're with you. But they'd keep walking. And you know, I think there was a lot of pressure there. But then yesterday afternoon in Southampton, there was a march, and I just wanted to just take a second on that, because there were, I don't know, a few hundred people there. There were dozens and dozens of handmade placards, just like Belinda was talking about. People had put hours into this, and it was a rally and a march, and there were a number of speakers, all Leave, plus two Conservatives who claimed to be Leave as well, and there was a lot of, and I got up on the soapbox, got the biggest cheer and all the rest of it, and I was thinking, oh, that's nice, this is all about me. But it's not, because I was there as the Brexit party, and what I was doing, which is a real privilege, is wearing the skin of all of their hopes and aspirations and anger and all the things that have got us here today, have got us doing what we're doing, all the disenfranchised who have been abandoned by the establishment, were representing them and were standing up for everything that they're feeling denied. So, on that note, it's flashing red at me. Let's get Thursday over and done with. Let's blow the doors off and let's get the job started. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chris.